Alright, got another unboxing. Now, I did actually make this ahead of time, but only half, because I only got the movie pack DVDs back on the 19th. And instead of doing a half-ass review, well, actually, I actually did do the half-ass. It's just that I never posted it, because I don't like posting things after a certain time frame that's late. That's why I never uploaded my horror block for Nerd Block, because that came late. There was no point in uploading it. This, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to wait to have both the DVDs and the Blu-rays, you know. I did go ahead and get the DVDs as well, compared to last month, where basically I said I enjoyed the Blu-rays, so you know, a lot. So it helped determine me to get the DVDs, because there are some, you know, obscure titles that, you know, Horror Pack may get with their limited editions, and you never know what you may get into, you know. I like the surprise, you know. So I really wanted to have both, but unfortunately I couldn't. And I feel like, you know, actually this is going to be a rant, because, you know, last month I gave huge raves that this is one of the first subscription boxes that I've gotten, you know, ahead of time, or, you know, on time. But it hurts, you know what I'm saying, especially when, you know, you get some good likes and some good people to come look at it, you know, you get your views up, and when basically you're the last person to get this, it hurts, you know. And they ship it from Athens, Georgia. I'm in Augusta, Georgia. I went ahead and sent an email stating I've gotten my DVDs, but I have not even got a tracking for the Blu-rays. They replied saying since there's so many subscribers, they had to send some out, you know, 2 different times, you know. And I've gotten it, like, you know, days after receiving, you know, the tracking itself. So basically I got this, I think, on the 23rd. Let me see. Let me check. No, correction. I got the Blu-rays on the 24th on the morning. Yeah, that's kind of a huge gap, you know. Everybody else got theirs on the day, you know, I got my DVDs. You know, usually I may be the first or second person to upload, you know, theirs, but I went on there and I saw many people got their Blu-rays the same day as their DVDs. And somebody ruined the surprise. I already knew what was in there ahead of time, because they posted a freaking picture, you know, on and it ended up on my timeline. So like I said, that hurts. To me, if you're going to go ahead and give out those late for some, then go ahead and choose a different date, you know, to separate the DVDs from the Blu-rays. That way everybody can get it on time, you know, or the day. And nobody just feel left out. Because like I said, I feel really left out. I'm in the freaking same state. That shouldn't even happen, you know. I shouldn't be one of the last people to get it. But anyways, you know, enough of the rant itself, you know. It won't affect me of, you know, unsubscribing or anything. It's just future purposes, please, you know, either send everybody on the same day, or go ahead and separate it, you know, the DVDs from Blu-rays, and send them out on 2 separate days, you know, not so far apart from each other. That way everybody can be happy, you know, because I wasn't a happy camper. So let's see, and plus I'm gonna have some extras, you know, since this upload is late. I'm gonna have some extra stuff here that you may like. But let's see what we got, starting with the DVDs first. First DVD, we got the Mothman Prophecies, and this is a good movie. I actually enjoyed it. Richard Gere, he really acted real good in this movie, you know, so I was real happy. And nothing really spectacular with the insides. I don't think not one of them has a actual booklet or a little slit to it, you know. Well, I really enjoyed it. And the second one we have, Sanctuary. I like the cover. The cover looks pretty good. Clerks meet Scream. So does that mean that maybe it's some comedy put in? I have no idea. Now let's see. Oh, we got some awards. So yeah, that should be interesting. I'm not going to read the backs or anything. So I'm pretty sure other people went ahead and uploaded reading it out for you. But I have not seen this movie. It looks pretty good. So it's probably one of those killer type movies. Instead of having something like paranormal or something, it's like actual psychotic killer maybe. I definitely will be looking forward to watching this. Third, Hellraiser Bloodline, and this is the fourth movie, and this is dealing with Hellraiser in space, kind of. And I like this one. You know, this is probably like one of the last few ones that were really, you know, pretty good. The first three was pretty awesome, but the fourth one was good. And saying, I think what was the other one? The one next one is when they were starting, you know, go downwards. But the fifth one and the fourth one has a double, you know, with the Blu-ray. There's a double feature, you know, and it doesn't say anything about no extras on here, so this may be to the bare bone. I'm not too sure, but this is one of the last few ones. But usually, you know, horror franchises, they usually, anything that deals with space, they just kill off, you know, their franchise. You know, one of the worst ones was Leprechaun. Was it 3 or 4? And that was crazy. Jason next to me, that was dealing in space, and I don't know how I feel about that one, but I feel like that was one of the below par ones. Even so, the visuals were great. I love the visuals of Jason X, but I say mostly whenever franchises do, like I said, anything with space is when they're killing off their franchise, because usually they're not on par with any of the other ones prior. And what's the limited edition? A zombie invasion. This looks crazy off back. I don't know if this is pure horror, maybe, or got some comedy to it. I have not seen this. This is something I'll definitely watch. They came from space to eat the human race. Now, just going off that alone, you would think there's some comedy in it. You know, I don't know if it's serious or not, but this may be kind of like, I would say, Poltergeist. That was a crazy movie. So I'll definitely be watching this. I'm really into it. Anything I have not seen, I definitely, you know, got to see how it goes. And now with the Blu-rays that I basically got real late. You know, I'm glad I'm redoing the DVDs too, because there's some things I can change, you know. First, well, actually, I can do that one coming up here. The first one we got is Hansel and Gretel. And this is something I skipped from watching in the theaters because I didn't know how it was going to turn out. Because at the same time you had what's it, Hansel and Gretel, the action, and then you had the horror. The action one was kind of crazy. I seen the action one. I never know how the horror one went. Actually, I think this is the same thing. If this is the one that has like all the action into it, and it just looks like Underworld and Van Helsing put together, so this is what it is. But I could have swore there was two different types. You know, one kind of being the below version, and the other one just being hugely action based. But I remember the witches. This may be the action based one I was talking about. So here it is. I think this is like they have a few different versions of this. 3D. They had the DVD Blu-ray one. I think this is just the bottom one of it. But if it is the action one, I enjoy the action one. You know what I'm saying? If it is, then this is pretty good then. But I know there's a second one. That's probably a lower B-rated one then. That just wasn't all that. And then this is what I was talking about here, the double packs. And we got the first Hellraiser with the second Hellraiser. The first one is my favorite. Excuse me. Second one also, it was pretty on par too. And once again, there's nothing about no special features or anything. In fact, I'm opening up the Blu-rays because I told the DVDs really ain't had nothing. You know, I'm not too sure the Blu-rays has anything. But like I said, up to fourth one was pretty good. The fifth one I think is over under something I can't remember what the title is. and I'm gonna be mad because I'm gonna remember after I'm done filming it. But from there is when they start getting down. I think there's so many copies now. Before, what's it, Revelations or whatever, the last two before that was pretty horrible. The one that I think the last one dealing with a party in a mansion or something, and they had like two guys, two big enemies. They had like two guillotine type weapons. You know, the death scenes were pretty good, cool, especially when they cut through some of the house itself. But the movie itself wasn't all that. It wasn't. Even Clive himself had like posted a little tweet or whatever talking about some. If it says from the mind of his name, he had nothing to do with it. It didn't even have anything to do with anything out his butt. I don't know, when he posted that, was pretty crazy. But yeah, the last few ones were not off par. That's why I say up to the fourth one was like pretty good. Oh crap! So this is like one that has the middle latch. I don't like those. Not bad, not bad. No, nothing fancy on the inside. Hansel and Gretel's probably bare bone, and oh man, you have the flimsy cases. Like you can push down and it feels like it's caving a little bit. You know, like bending, caving to it. It's like a lower quality of the other ones. But I mean, it's doable. There's even a worse one than those cases that actually breaks and fall apart. Going on with the third one. This is a classic. This is my favorite horror movie, The Thing. In fact, when they gave out a clue, I named it off bat, you know, and it is The Thing. I can't recommend this enough. The movie itself already looked good. I mean, the movie just looks so freaking good, you know, quality-wise, and the story is so good. If you watch it, you'd be amazed. It's one of my favorite horror movies. There's no pictures to it, but I can't recommend it enough. This is my #1 movie. And of course, this is already dead. 2012. Code ain't gonna do nothing, but please watch this. Anybody who hasn't seen it already, I recommend it, and they start loving it instantly. Even when they did I ain't gonna call it a sequel because it was before that at the other base. It was pretty good too. Even so, some of it kind of defeats the story part of this itself. But I even got the Scream Factory Collector's Edition of it. You know, they got more interviews, new commentaries. There's a lot more new stuff to it. You know. So, like I said, this was a #1 day for me. I got the deluxe edition. That's the double covers and the double posters. So, like I said, if I got this, you have to watch it at least once. To me, this is the scariest movie to me. Because it could happen. There's some real elements to it. So, enough of me raving about that. And here is a huge plus. You know, this makes the wait worth it. This is the other limited edition Blu-ray #2. They number it, so I'll let you know. Called Gut. The cover, oh my god, you know, it's a little bit more paper compared to like the slip itself, but it ain't bad at all. But this is a crazy cover. Got itself a little award. On the back, when I first looked at the pictures on the back, I thought, is this something like, you know, the series Guinea Pig? If you ever seen Guinea Pig, that's one of the worst type of... it's crazy. If you watch it, there's some deaths in there that you wouldn't believe, you know, or like what they go into it. It's kind of like, you know, shock value type horror, gore type movies. It's kind of like Faces of Evil. What's it, Faces of Death? But Guinea Pig is so realistic, it's just crazy. So if it's anything like that, you know, with the story to it, I'm in for it. I'm in for something good. This is something I haven't seen, and Rube Mork said something about it. Fangoria. It's got to be another movie I have not seen, but looking forward to it. I wonder if anybody's seen that movie Starve, where they were starving in the house, in the rooms and all. And the guy threw her, the female, this nasty or like maggot type steak, and he was like, "Oh yeah, she gonna eat that," and they were like, "No, no, they ain't gonna eat it, they ain't gonna eat it." And she started like destroying it. She was eating the hell out of that shit with a moldy old ass steak. I wonder if it's kind of like that. Oh yeah, and it's signed too. It is signed, an autograph itself, so that's awesome. Nothing fancy on the reverse, but the cover. So like I said, they limited editions. They send it off to the studio to have it, you know, printed out nice. You know, it's not like a bootleg or what's the BDR or anything. They actually have officially done. The cover is, you know, it's not a paper or anything. It's not a bootleg. So like I said, it's worth it. I enjoy buying this. You know, I wanted this for so long. I did mention that that it was out for a couple months. I was wrong. It's going on for a year now, you know, anniversary, and I'm just finding out about it. And I found out about it by Facebook by their sponsors. You know, that's funny. But I've always wanted this to happen. That's why I went ahead with Nerd Block's horror. Sometimes it has DVDs in there. Hey, I do have a double, so I got like I said, I've got this the first day it came out, so I can go ahead and give this off to a friend. I know exactly who gave it to because he enjoyed it and he doesn't have a copy. Now let's go ahead and show you some of the extras that will make up for this. I got 2 limited editions. Just came in the mail the same day. Horror House on Highway 5. Oh Lord, my accent killed that. Horror House. Oh man, and it's crazy. And this is by Vanguard Syndrome. It's limited edition. I forgot how many copies. I think one is like 1,000. The other has 2,000. And it's a reverse cover. So that's what the main cover look like. That's what the back of it looks like. A Reagan face mask. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching that. Because there's a lot of obscure movies I have not seen that's even past my time. And like I said, I'm definitely looking forward. I love horror movies. Horror movies is my life. Gore on grindhouse, silly comedy type horror. And so we have Hellbent, also by the same company. And like I said, these were limited edition, so I scooped them up. Out of other horror ones I have to get it another day. Cause like I said, this month, next month is gonna kill my wallets. Excuse me, my wallet. I only got one, not two, Mike. Hellbent. It makes me wonder, is it anything like Hobo with a Shotgun? I don't know. But it looks good. That's what the reverse cover looks like. Not bad. I'm digging the covers. Of course, I'm not going to have the reverse cover. I'm just keeping the main ones because it looks a little bit better to me. And then I got the limited editions from Scream Factory as well that came in the same day. Message from Space. And unfortunately, this has got the flimsy covers, you know, not the good, I mean not covers, but not cases. And they got some artwork. If it's easy to come out, can I show? Yeah. Oh yeah, not bad, not bad. And I don't know how many copies. I can't really say that they came out with. I think it's like 1,000, maybe 2,000 max. Don't quote me. It's maybe 1,000. That's what I'm thinking. And these were no-brainers. They weren't purchases for me. The Velvet Vampire. That's awesome. Like I said, they got the flimsy covers on all of them, which ain't bad. It's kind of like somebody got the Lionsgate something. I forgot what the series is called. It begins with a V, and you know, with Chopping Mall. That's the one they have, and the second one is Blood Diner. I think they got the Blood Diner one first, and I don't know how they got it so early, but they showed it off. and it too has flimsy Blu-ray cases. But the reviewer, he was just tearing it up because of it. To me, I don't care if it's a little flimsy, as long as ain't the real bad covers that just break or whatever. You can always replace these little cases. But he said everything else is good. So I'm looking to get those. I will show those off when I get it. I said all these except for, like, you know, the first one. I'll show that off in a little bit. I have not seen at all. This is Up from the Depths. That's crazy right now. Now, Scream Factory does more than just horror movies. They also do sci-fi, some thrillers, you know, anything that's off into the horror type aspects. Happy, 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 happy. Here we have Time Walker. Now with these limited editions, 2 of them were supposed to release last month, but instead one of them released this month. So only got like one early, like last month. I'll show that off. This is Time Walker. I wonder what this is going to be. So we got like a mummy type character. Whole bunch of goodies for me. And I said these were old school type filmed. Some of them look better than some today's movies too. That's one thing I like about old school. They didn't rely on much CGI, because CGI wasn't really happening back then. Some of it was just real early, you know, in late 80s, early 90s. But one thing they heavily focused on was the FX. Special effects, and a lot of those came out better than some of the CGI, especially them early sloppy CGIs that didn't take time to put no details in. And this is why I got a month prior, Deathstalker 2. I love the artist. I love this type of artwork. You know, that's that Conan. Then National Lampoon went ahead and parodied off with one of the vacation movies. I can't think of it. Okay, let's take that off. And here we got some pictures of it. And this I have seen. I had to get this. This is the reason why I got all the limited editions off the bat, because this is like one of the better type barbarian type movies that came out. Besides, you know, Conan movies, the Red Sonja type, and what's the other one? Beastmaster. And that's never him battling them pig monsters. I had to get this. I had to. Most people didn't like it because they thought it was like a real lower bootleg version of Conan and whatnot, but I enjoy it. These were day one purchases for me, because I was afraid, you know, I think only 1,000 copies of all these movies were made. And you know, them scalpers, they buy it, flip it on eBay, even more expensive than what it is. And then I got one more thing to show you. I think I got it underneath the blanket. This is another Vinegar Syndrome movie. And it's a double. Got House of the Living Dead and Crypt of the Living Dead. And I had to get this because it went out of print already. You know, it got sold out on their website when it first came out. It's a limited edition. And on eBay, somebody had it going for $25. This thing is going for like $30, $35, up to $50 something online. Like I said, them scalpers, they don't play. They try to make that money. Of course, this one doesn't have a verse cover or anything. But you know what? It don't matter. And I also got this on the same day as all the everything. So like I said, hopefully you enjoyed this, even so I gave a little rant. I did say a lot throughout this, but I'm a happy camper. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and give me a like. And definitely subscribe. I need the subscribers because I'm got a low one.